Hello and welcome to our program, The Great Story and Meditation. This is the devotional on the go. And the title of our reading for this moment is Peter Puts the Brakes On, written by James H. Spark. And our text is found in the book of Acts chapter 10 verse 28. Then he said to them, "You know how unlawful it is for a Jewish man to keep company with or go to one of another nation, but God has shown me that I should not call any man common or unclean." Peter was a fisherman from the Sea of Galilee and probably had absolutely no interest in going down to the local post office to apply for a passport. The fact was, very few people traveled in that day, and individuals basically were born, lived, and died in the same town they grew up in. So, there is no doubt that Peter was completely out of his comfort zone when he and John were asked to go to Samaria to follow up on the interest that had been created there. One day, before lunch, Peter went up on the roof to pray and received a very disturbing vision requesting him to eat unclean meat and detestable things. The vision was repeated and then again, and the horrified apostle really did not know quite what to think about it. Meanwhile, some servants from Cornelius had been sent to fetch Peter and bring him to the house of their master, so that the great apostle could give them all a Bible study. The next day, Peter brought some other church members because he well knew that visiting Gentiles in their homes was against policy, and he would certainly be criticized and called to give an account of just why in the world was he in the home of an unclean Gentile. Just as in the conversion story of Saul, when the angel came to Cornelius, there was no resistance on his part to send for Peter to come into his home. On the other hand, Peter was obviously dragging his feet every step of the way. Despite his misgivings, the Spirit came and blessed the Gentiles and thus signaled to the church that the Lord also wanted to incorporate all into the fellowship of believers. May God open our hearts to His leading and our witness to others. Then he said to them, "You know how unlawful it is for a Jewish man to keep company with or go to one another nation. But God has shown me that I should not call any man common or unclean." Acts chapter 10 verse 28. Thank you and God bless. Please like, share, and subscribe our channel.